Hello and welcome. My name's Bert, that's my nickname, and I live out in the country in North Florida and up in the Panhandle area. Uh, I'm doing a little video testimonial today about a treatment that I've found for eczema. Um, the product is, I call it Euzema. It's spelled Euzema. I tried Siri, I tried Alexa, and I tried some other means to get a proper pronunciation of it, and no one seemed to be able to know or help me, Siri or Alexa. So I'm going to call it Euzema. That's my best guess. So I'll tell you a little bit more about this in just a moment. I was 67 years old when I first started having symptoms of eczema. My wife was supposed to go out of town on a Friday morning with some ladies from the church for a retreat over at a campsite about 2 hours away. And I had been having a few of these bumps come up on my legs and arms and back, maybe like Wednesday or Thursday before that Friday. And Friday morning I was scratching and itching, and bumps seemed to be coming on more and more. And she wanted to know if she should stay home with me, and I said, no, I'll be fine. It really wasn't that bad at that moment, and I told her, go on to your retreat and have a good time. So anyway, over the next 3 days, the symptoms got worse. More rash, more bumps, more blisters, more scratching, busting the blisters, a little bit of bleeding. And and there was bumps on my back. I couldn't reach to scratch, and or to put medicine on them. So I was in a lot of misery home by myself. Monday morning I called the doctor. They got me in within a couple of days, and they took some biopsies and sent them off and said it would be a week to 2 weeks before I would know anything. So I harassed them about every 2 days I called, but it ended up taking 2 weeks to get an answer to what was wrong, and the doctor told me I had eczema. He really didn't elaborate anything to tell me anything about it. He just said, we're going to prescribe you some antihistamines and some steroid cream, and that's how you treat it. It's all we can do for you. So anyway, I got the medicine, clobetasol propionate cream and ointment. I picked up the prescription of antihistamines. I took the antihistamines for a week or two, and then I just decided they weren't doing anything except making me feel bad. I did use the clobetasol propionate cream and ointment. It was very messy, the ointment especially, but I used it. It did relieve some of my symptoms, but I still had the itching. I still had the bumps coming up here and there, and it was just constant misery. It seemed like nothing I did would help the eczema and the symptoms of it. So I went back in to the doctor and I said, I'm just not getting any relief from this. So they said I could have steroid shots. So I took a steroid shot, and it gave me relief for, I would say, anywhere between 1 and 2 months. That the kind of the itching and the bumps kind of went away. Still had a few of them. So I took, I guess I took three different times. I took the steroid shot. You had to wait 6 months between each shot, so you could only have 2 a year. And after 3 times of taking those over the period of a year and a half, I decided I just wasn't going to continue taking them because of the health risk. And other than that, no doctor has ever offered anything to me to help with the symptoms of my eczema. So I'm 69 years old now, and I still have eczema. I think I manage it pretty good, as best I can, with the medicines that I have and I've used. I've tried some homeopathic medicines and treatments, and they help, but nothing seems to give you relief 100%. So I'm always looking for cures or treatments. And I was on the internet about 15 days ago and surfing looking for cures or treatments for eczema. And I came across Gary Tan's, I guess it's website, and the Euzema.com cream website. And this is the product he sells. And he had written out a pretty long testimonial of the problems with his eczema and what he went through and how he found the Euzema cream and developed it. There were also testimonials on there of other people that had eczema that's used the Euzema cream and with positive results, and some say they're cured. And I still had a lot of skepticism even after reading all that. But I just said, geez, I sure am suffering a lot. I'll try anything. So with skepticism, I did order 2 bottles. It was $97 and plus a small amount of shipping. Came out of Malaysia, and believe it or not, they communicated with me good. And this, I believe it was 4 days, and this arrived FedEx on my doorstep. And I started using it on the 17th. I didn't take any before and after pictures. I didn't even think about doing that. I just really didn't think that I was going to have a whole lot of better results than I had with other products in the past. But anyway, I was wrong. The main places I suffered with my eczema, I would say, is my hands. I don't have before and after pictures, but this is my hands, and I would get these on my knuckles. I would get these bumps and breakouts on my knuckles and on my tender part of my fingernail there, and thumbs, mainly a lot on my thumbs. And I've got one right there. If you can see it, I don't know, but there's one there, and you can see there's 3 or 4 or 5 other ones going up in my finger right here. And I bump these when I'm doing stuff, and it makes they bleed sometimes. It makes bust the blister, and just misery all the time. Always burning, stinging if I'm washing my hands, or if I get in some kind of a soap cleaning my hands or cleaning something using bleach. I just get a lot of burning and discomfort, and they itch. Sometimes I wake up at night and I find myself sitting there just going like this in the middle of the night trying to cure the itching. I'll get up and put some clobetasol propionate cream on it, but it still keeps itching. It doesn't stop the itching right away. So anyway, got this on the 17th, and I started using it, and my hands, it's really hard to believe, but most of the bumps and the blisters and the redness are gone. And I don't know why. I'm thinking if maybe there's something else is there something else going on in my body that's causing this to causing the eczema to go away. I really don't believe that, but it's just a thought in the back of my head. But anyway, I started using this Euzema cream on the 17th, and I think we're at 13 days, 14 days, and my hands are cleared up. I still have some bumps here and there under the skin and some redness. I don't know if you can see that one, but see the redness under the skin, and you rub that, and that's a bump. You can feel a couple of bumps underneath there. And if I didn't keep using this, those, like with the steroid cream, it'll go away like that, but as soon as you stop the steroid cream, they pop back out. Well, some of these on my hands and other places on my body, the bumps are gone completely. They're no longer there under the skin. So I'm thinking, there's something in this stuff that's really working. So all I do is I take it, has a cap on it here. You have to take the cap off. I take it and I just touch it. It gets a little bit on your hand, a little bit on your finger. Let's do the other finger where you can see it. In this spot right here, you can see that. I just take and rub it. The little bumps go all the way up my finger there. I rub it, put it on there, and I do that twice a day. And just with that, I really don't have any bad spots on my hands. The ones on my legs are pretty much gone, or either just a small bump there or small redness still there. And this has only been 13 days. That's the miracle of it. I can't believe this has worked this well, this quick. The steroid creams would never do anything like this over the last 3 years, or anything else that I tried. And lastly, I've been in the sun all my life, and I had my skin on my hands and my arms up in here, my upper arm here on the tops. They have like a hard scabbing and bumps and things on them. And the dermatologist told me it's just sun damage and not a lot I can do about it. But I started putting this cream on there at the same time I started doctoring my eczema, which is 13 days ago. I just would do my finger like that, dab it, and put it on. Just rub and dab a little bit and just get a super thin layer on there. I've been doing that twice a day, and my hands my skin looks better. It's smoother when I rub it, touch it to the touch. Most of the little hard, flaky scab things are gone. It's helped on my arm. The coloring is more even and blended even after 13 days than it was before I started using it. And I've been using moisturizers for a long time, and they never do anything like this. So I'm thinking this stuff is good for my skin damage, and it's good for eczema. I did put some on some ant bites, and it seemed to calm them down, and they were gone within a day and a half of using the eczema cream. So anyway, I wanted to share this with you. This feels like it's going to be a miracle for eczema cure and treatment. And I just wanted to share it with you and tell you that if you have eczema, you need to try this cream. It's $97. You get 2 bottles. I think the shipping is maybe like $9. You get it quick and you can start using it. If it doesn't work, Gary Tan's guarantee is that he will give you your money back after 30 days if you're not satisfied. So you don't have anything to lose. But if you're listening to this and you're an eczema sufferer, I'm sure you're going to place an order for some. It's worth the $97 for 30 days, and if you don't like it, just send it back and get your money back and you're done. But I'm telling you, you're going to like it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.